Hello guys, Hatred Elemental back once again with Draco Sodas here.
Hello everyone!
And we're in Mag Mammal 2, where, well, 65th place. Lizard Commando.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
Okay. 21.4. 24, 24, 16, 25, 18. Okay.
1 energy element.
Oh no.
Goomba! Oh, we've got a Mario stage right from the start!
Oh, damn it, program.
Wait a minute, is this like Mario? Oh my god! Oh my god! That's awesome!
Yes, go away, goodbye.
Oh jeez, it's like Mario meets World War II! Oh my god! If you don't believe me, please refer to the Koopa I saw earlier wielding a musket. And the Koopa with the spiked helmet. Like that? No, the Goomba with the spiked helmet. Yeah. Tank!
Yeah, stay down.
Whoa! Warp pipe! We're in a cave now! Hammer Brothers! I can't believe I missed that.
Nope, no point to going over there.
Tank Battalion! Be on the front lines fighting swarms of bad guys. Keep running and watch out for missiles! Fun. Airship Fleet! High-flying action! Look out for flying bad guys and be careful with your jumps!
I'm going here.
That's a teleporter. Oh, it's the O. It's like the airship levels in the Mario games. Oh god, this is fun.
Dang it. Alright, let's try this again then. Could've used that earlier. Excuse me? It really looked like I should have landed on that.
Where do these people find the time? We still have Apache Joe's for some reason. Oh, those musket Koopas are like Colton!
Alright. Come on now!
Picket Men. Or Picket Koopas, I guess.
The hitboxes on that platform are a little weird.
Well, we have Rush Jet, if we need it.
I may like cheese, but I don't want to cheese this if I can help it.
I like cheese too. Yeah, jump over your head.
Better than jumping on their heads.
Because that doesn't work in Mega Man, sadly. Chicken!
Jump on my head, will you?
Nice.
Thank you. Is that a cannon up there?
I don't know what that is.
Ah!
Knockback sucks.
Ah! Alright. let's try this again. Eat, go!
A lot of coffee breaks in this series.
Oh yeah, because these levels are... What? No, I slipped! That was the end! Let's try this again. Oh, damn! I didn't want to keep waiting. I died multiple times just trying to get back there, by the way. This stage is a little... It's a little really unnecessarily hard. It's got a minor case of difficulty syndrome. Alright.
Let's try this again, shall we?
Maybe Jewel Satellite won't work this time. No, no! Ah! Alrighty. Oh no, not this time!
Whoa!
We has done it!
Oh boy. Yes! Bring it on, Koopa King! Let's see what you got! Hold on, wait, does this mean we're gonna rescue Peach?
I don't know, we'd probably rescue Roll.
That would be funny. His AI is being rather agreeable.
Yeah. Oh well.
So long, Bowser!
I think those are the only two attacks he has, honestly.
Holy jeez, please calm down with the enemy placement in the first half. Like, wow. My experience with it was basically, oh hey, cute SMB3 level. Oh god, enemies everywhere, help! The re-sprites are really cute, but I feel like the level spams like the literal worst enemies to spam. Sniper Joes, Hammer Joes, Sniper Mechs, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of button mashing as a result, and for some unholy reason the Sniper Joes in this level lose their weakness to Slash Claw. Once the path splits though, the level gets more tolerable, mainly because both paths are auto-scroll, and that allows you to slow down and take care of the enemies more easily. I still don't think that the level is very well designed though. There are a lot of Sniper and Hammer Joes just pasted around, and it really doesn't make for a fun level experience. The Bowser boss fight is fine though, and the level does have a lot of charm going for it, so that's that. But it just isn't well designed. It's just kinda unfun.
I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't like this level. I couldn't even come close to enjoying the nice graphic replacements because there was so much enemy spam. The first part was fine because you could get through it easily if you went slowly. The second part was slightly worse with the falling platforms, but it was still manageable. The tank and airship parts were the worst offenders, because they were auto-scrollers, so you couldn't really go slowly or quickly, and there were a lot of enemies on the screen at once. You'd think that after all that the boss would be really hard, but nope! It's just Bowser with only two attacks, fireballs and earthquakes, that are both insanely easy to dodge. It's really unfortunate too, because this level had the potential to be fantastic, but it was ruined by sloppy level design. It felt like you made all of these graphic replacements and tried to show them all at once instead of making an actual level. That kind of thing can work, but at a certain point you need to ask yourself, am I doing too much?
The way this level presents itself makes me feel like it tried to get a majority of its points by emulating the graphical wow factor from Mag Mammal 1's Super Mario World level. I can tell that a lot of work went into the sprites, even though they're not perfect. But but I can also tell that this level would have been much more enjoyable if the work went into actually designing it instead, as the level pretty much falls short in every factor of design, aside from the boss. The level's main flaw is the abundance of enemies in every section which are placed seemingly randomly and in much larger numbers than necessary. Couple this with a lack of health refill pickups, and you've got a stage that'll make people frustrated very quickly.
What a disappointment. I would have liked the Mario theme here, but the level itself is just so bad. Not only are most enemies simply recolors of existing Mega Man enemies, but they are placed in excessive quantity and in the worst places possible. It's almost impossible to beat this level without taking damage. Also, the boss requires extreme precision to dodge his attacks, and when he isn't attacking, the fight is as dull as ever. So much more could have been done to this stage.
To quote the last contest, enemy spam is fun, right guys? That is everything wrong with this stage. Every screen is packed with enemies, and the enemy placement itself is baffling. The most infuriating one was on the airship area. Trying to get on those Tomahawk Man platforms was insane. Often you pick the worst possible enemy and put them in the worst possible place. With the exception of the Tomahawk platform, this entire stage is devoid of platforming challenges, and that's not really too fun. Just because the last contest had a high-ranking Mario level doesn't mean you're going to place as high as that one because you used Mario. Because what the last contest entry had was actual thought put behind it. This was just everything plunked down higgledy-piggledy. Don't get me wrong, some of these Mario reskins were pretty cool, but then you just sort of stopped trying and plunked regular Mega Man enemies into the Mario arena. This felt very half-assed. Bowser was unexpected and a neat addition, but he was a bit too easy, really, which is par for the course for Bowser. Some of your positive score here is only due to including him. I'm not joking. This was pretty awful overall.
Okay, that's... Hey!
Buster Raji! They didn't allow returning Monk Kings into the festival. Us monkeys never get any love.
I guess not.
Drill Man! Another day mining out tunnels for the festival. Wait, what are these tunnels even for anyways?
Let's see,
Good question.
What was the last one that we were on? 65. No.
65. 64.
Lambda!
Mega Londo!
Is that a Dark Souls thing?
Score 22.4, 27, 26, 18, 20, 21.
I'm excited to see what this is. Let's go. Yep.
Oh my god!
Yes, it totally is, and I know what song this is.
Ornstein and Smough!
Like, I know the exact arrangement.
Dracula 9 Anti-Chapel, great work!
Please tell me we get an Ornstein and Smough boss fight at the end.
Whoa!
I'm smarter than Death Spikes.
Be wary of trap! Rating over 9,000! Yes, the messages! Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mega Souls! You died! Yes! Oh! This is awesome!
I've never been so excited about a Mega Man level in my life.
Oh my god!
This needs to be a fan game, I think.
This is awesome! Is Eddie gonna try and kill you?
What?
Mimicries!
I don't know, maybe.
How would they do that? Nope.
Alright, just avoid you, avoid the pit.
This is awesome!
Be wary of trap.
You died.
Jumped too high. Alright. Yes, be wary of trap rating over 9,000. Let's try this again.
Oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. I don't play Dark Souls myself, but I love watching Hatred play. Tallies!
Alright.
Oh, it's a mech cannon!
Can I just say how much I love Ornstein and Smough's boss theme? Especially in 8-bit.
Try jumping! Run!
Okay. Take you out from a distance. Okay.
It's a linear stage, only one energy element. Oh boy. Don't give up!
Rating 69. I get it.
Oh! The flash stopper block! Please tell me they're gonna use the white light thing for the boss. Please!
Yeah, the charge shot wrecks those things. Dang it.
That's still awesome.
Thank God, a checkpoint. Alright, let's try this again.
Can I just say hurrah for checkpoint, please?
Yes, you can say hurrah for checkpoint. Go ahead.
Hurrah for checkpoint! Oh.
I died. Alright.
Much hurrah!
We're getting plenty of bolts for this.
Yes! Many much souls!
Alright. Huh.
I don't trust this. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Praise the sun!
Aww. Alright. Come on now. In case you're wondering, the checkpoint is all the way back here. Alright. Yes, praise the sun. Alright.
Let's try this again, shall we?
I just want to tap it.
Here we are again.
There we go.
Praise the sun!
Praise it! Praise the sun! Okay.
You died! Also, more lag issues. I feel like there's some reference I'm missing in this level, with like the level title, and how for some reason the level rates you with meme numbers as you're going through it. Come on!
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm not really sure about this level. There's parts about it that I like and parts about it that I really don't like. I hate all the times where you have to squeeze in between spikes. They are like the most stressful obstacles ever, and I hate them. The spike drop is pretty bullshit too. You barely have enough time to react to get all the way to the left before you die. And of course, lag issues.
I got through it every single time, no problem.
On the other hand, I like how crazy cannons are used as obstacles rather than enemies. I like how the time bombs are used, and the Gemini egg sections are surprisingly not that bad. Mostly because charge shots in this game can pierce through them. It's kind of a mixed bag overall. There's some good in it, but the bad is just really bad.
Didn't really like this level. I got the whole Dark Souls theme, and I know Dark Souls is meant to be hard, but that shouldn't come at the expense of good level design. My main issue was the annoying enemy placements. The best example is this one room where you had to climb a ladder to enter, and if you didn't stay at the very bottom, you were sniped by a crazy cannon. There's no indication of that happening, and new players won't see it coming. Another room killed you if you didn't know how to hold right when you were falling. I don't think this level was designed with other players in mind. Thankfully, it wasn't very long, but it still took me a while to beat.
Honestly, with so much insta-kill around, I have to wonder how only having one midpoint is even remotely resembling fairness. This level as a whole isn't too bad to traverse, and while it goes out of its way to be unfair to the player and tries to shove them into spikes, the thing that makes the level frustrating with its stinginess is its stinginess with checkpoints. Spreading them out slightly differently and having 2 total will get rid of much of the pretty dangerous backtracking that has to be done if, for example, the player, me, dies in the spike drop like 5 times in a row. The level playing at only 40 FPS doesn't help the situation, since it merely lengthens the time required to get back to where the player died even further.
I was recording, and it still ran at 60 FPS. I don't know what problems you guys had. Maybe it was an earlier build.
Just keep going.
I don't even know how you can screw up the level design this badly. Every movement has to be super precise. That's Dark Souls! And all the areas are filled with unavoidable or barely avoidable enemies.
Dark Souls.
Yep. Obstacles are placed very poorly too. Unless you do everything perfectly, you'll get frustrated way too easily.
Dark Souls!
Other than that, there's nothing particularly redeeming about this level. I loved it. 50 of 50, honestly. Well, actually, no. Maybe 30 of 50. There were a few problems.
Why, though? I don't mind instant death as a mechanic. I do mind instant death sending me back through several other rooms of very beefy enemies or lots more other instant death. Your lack of checkpoints not only ratcheted up the tension, it made things very tedious to play. That last screen, the drop onto spikes right after the Crystal Joes and the pit after that were utter bullshit too, just saying. To give credit where it was due, the room with the pole eggs and dropping enemies from above by taking down their ground, that was cool. And I think the fun factor here would have been greatly improved by actually sticking checkpoints in areas where, logically, there should be checkpoints. The room with the statue comes to mind. The enemy selection was nonsensical and nothing fit in. Why the Castlevania theme if you aren't going to do anything remotely Castlevania-y? Post judging comment. Turns out this is supposed to be Dark Souls themed, with Castlevania graphics. You see the confusion. There is a right way and a wrong way to do instant death. This was the wrong way.
Post judging comment. That's fun. Alright, but this was 64. Really good so far. I love that one. 63rd. 63 is one of my favorite numbers.
Did we do Stone Man? Did we talk to Stone Man?
Oh, no, we did not. Hello.
People shouldn't take such nice rock for granted. After all, rock is one of the many marbles of the world.
Marvels of the world.
Nice. Oi.
Peter Dunn. Combust Man. 22.6. 23, 13, 29. That's the closest we've gotten to 30 so far. 25, 23.
5 Nobel nickels and an energy element.
Okay, no skip thing, though. Those look like spikes.
They're actually flame jets, they're just not animated.
I know, but they look like they're the spike type. Instant death, you know.
I like the way the ladders look.
Yeah? Give me the bolts. Oh, by the way, after that last level, we have a lot of bolts, so we're gonna go shopping soon.
Shopping!
Whoa. Yeah, like there isn't going to be anything here. Ow. Don't need that, we're rich. And yeah, this is just up here. Cool. Ah!
For secret passage. Sorry, that stage was just awesome.
Maybe it's just because anything Dark Souls gets an instant win with me. I don't know.
I like the music. And the stage itself doesn't seem too bad.
Give me that. Okay, can't go back. That was probably a death pit anyway.
I'll dab you all the time. Slash claw.
Can't hit it from there, though.
That wasn't a death pit, that was another area!
Oh, vertical scrolling time.
Well, you were right about one thing. Spikes.
Vicious head bonk.
But you got the thing.
Yeah, and my problem is that those are very easily avoidable, and what is that?
This is the boss.
I don't know.
Is there There is a boss. Combust Man.
What?
Are you serious?
Oh, he just combusted. I get it.
It was a joke!
Alright, I want to get that one! We should be getting close. Yes, we are.
Ah.
Yeah, that background is a little hard on the eyes, honestly.
No problem. Demonstration time!
Alright, I'm gonna get to the end of the stage. See you guys in a minute. It really wasn't far at all. Lol.
Time to go out with a bang!
Alright. Do you do anything? Nope! One puny shot will kill you. Alright.
Honestly, it's pretty forgettable. For a level called Combust Man, there is a strange, complete, and utter lack of anything remotely related to fire, and the whole level is just some basic setups with mechs, new shotmen, and bounders. I was glad to see that bounders were there because I was expecting a bunch of 5 and 6 enemies to not get used, but they weren't used, like, super interestingly or anything. There's a noticeable amount of challenges that seem laughably skippable, namely the new shotman right at the start, and anything involving the mech cannons. And this is probably one of the few levels where I'd just outright call the level ugly. The music is great, but the tiles in the background don't loop very well, and when they get bright orange, it's really eye-searing.
Yeah.
I did laugh at the boss, though. That was pretty funny. Overall, it's pretty average. There's clearly effort put into it. It's just that it doesn't really turn out too well.
It really didn't feel like a lot of thought was put into this stage's layout. You could literally avoid a lot of the enemies without any consequence. The graphics were really hard to look at, especially in the boss room. Speaking of the boss, I shot it once with a Mega Buster and it died. This boss seemed unfinished. Maybe it was intentional because it's called Combust Man? Yes!
A fun little stage, though it could have done more with what it offers. The challenge in this level is fairly simple and it doesn't ramp up much, with the following section at the end being mainly difficult due to its unpredictability. The nickel sections, while providing a nice bonus challenge, are held back by their background palette, which often obscures enemies that are placed in these rooms. I like the way Combust Man combusts when you shoot him, though. Pretty funny ending.
There's honestly little appeal in this stage. It's way too easy. The level just feels empty and boring most of the time. The graphics are eye-straining and nothing too impressive anyway. And while I always have to give points for having a boss, in this case, it's just a still sprite that does nothing and dies in one hit. I've pretty much summed this stage in one word. Boring.
This exists? Nice of you to make a custom tile set. It doesn't exactly look remotely in style, but that's forgivable. Less forgivable is assets that clearly should be animated aren't. Your main issue is the lack of anything in this stage related to the Robot Master. Props for using a minor gimmick at least, but you haven't really done much with them, and count bombs by themselves are so generic. Levels usually have to use other gimmicks around them since they're so boring. Look at any Mega Man stage that uses count bombs such as Blizzard Man and Burst Man. They are never the only thing in the stage. There's also a few areas where you can find yourself stuck either using weapons to get out or kill yourself, but these are limited to the noble nickels rather than the main path. As for the nickels themselves, these are quite frankly the easiest collectibles I've ever encountered. Much like the rest of the stage, little thought was put into them. As I saw the boss corridor, I was not expecting anything to be waiting for me, and was ready for no climax to the stage whatsoever. But I have to praise you for that part. That was honestly great. Shame about the rest of the level.
Yeah.
Minecart.
That's nothing, I don't think. Can you? Is there a thing up here? There is a... Hi. Combust Man. Ah!
As an honorary member of the overused dev kit Boss Royal Flush, it's a true privilege to be able to represent my homeland at this festival. You were a boss in an earlier stage. Wily Tower, right?
Think so. What's over here?
Jewel Man! You can shoot this jewel to make it bounce upwards. If you keep it in the air for long enough, you might be rewarded for your efforts. Minigame!
Okay, that's kind of fun.
Woo!
Ah. But, yeah. With that, I'm gonna get up here. And, until next time, this is Hatred Elemental and Draco Sotazir signing out. We hope that you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.